here we are.
Hello.
Hello, Drea.
How's everybody doing today?
Or should I say, slancha.
Slancha. Slancha, everybody.
Which we'll talk about this. We'll talk about what you've done this week. We'll talk about my earrings. We'll talk about
my earrings.
We'll talk about your earrings. We'll talk about what's coming up next week. It's
a lot.
So first, let's say hello to everyone. Everyone's here.
I see all the comments down here. Hi, everybody.
I also love how we coordinated our greens.
We did.
Hello. You can't really see. My green has a little flash.
Oh, mine doesn't. Mine's like kind of a textured knit. I don't know. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Little flash. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
see.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Fabulous.
There you go. And flash everybody your nails because you're going to talk about why you have. Look at how cute those are. Those match.
How could I not?
How could you not? Well, let's talk about slancha first.
Yeah.
Let me hold it up.
I don't have mine yet. I'm sorry. I can't put it in under the camera.
You talk about that. I'm going to grab the photos from Allie.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes. We need to show. Did I send you that so you have it?
I'm getting it.
So fabulous.
I'm getting it.
So slancha is all 6/0 because we're doing all one shape for each month this year, and we're basing all of our mixes on beverages because that seemed like a good idea to us. And this one, I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new 6/0 in there, plus one that we've carried before.
And since it's March, slancha is the traditional.
It's basically cheers.
Cheers, right?
A Gallic cheers.
Yes.
I will be saying it. I have a birthday party I'm going to tonight at O'Connell's, the Irish pub, and I will be saying it a lot, I'm sure.
Yes.
But it was. We didn't have enough green 6/0 in my opinion, and so I went a little nuts. And some of these are really fabulous. And I'm sorry it's not out yet. We had a little inventory snafu.
We did.
But it is going to come up at noon.
We did. It's coming at noon, though. We wanted to make sure that it was in for you folks, so we didn't want to play slancha roulette.
No, but we have a new silver lined alabaster in there, which those are some of my favorites. A new gold, a silver lined gold AB, so that is like a transparent gold with the AB finish and the silver inside the core, which just it glows. We have some really fabulous beads in here, so I hope everyone loves it.
Let me do this. Let me see if I can get you this.
Yes.
Look at Allie's.
My gosh.
Look at it. So those of you who, if you're new watching or if you're watching this later and you're not familiar, this is our monthly mix. So every month, right, as you folks know, since 2017, I think, we've been doing a monthly mix. As Drea said, this year, the monthly mixes are all based on drinks. And we're doing different shapes every month. So we've done Tylas. We did super duos.
Yep.
This is 6/0.
Yep.
And so, I don't know if you can hear the planes are
hear
flying.
Something.
Yeah, they're flying. The 144th flight wings flying over. So she does this every month. She's just crazy talented. So that's this month. And this is based on the sea crowns. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's like a little different version of her sea crowns. Mm-hmm. She just upgraded it because she's Allie and she innovates every single time she does something. But her sea crowns was a braid that was macrame over the leather. So this is laddered, just one channel, a 4-way braid, and then in the 20 millimeter, I think, clasp is what she used, the magnetic clasp. So fabulous. She's so great. When she sent this, I was just like, oh my God, like blown away.
Yeah,
Just
it's so
beautiful.
good. So we post them in our group
Yep.
in the bead table group on Facebook, so you can see it there. Also, folks, don't forget the the lookbook that she did for last year. She did a whole lookbook of all of her monthly mixes projects, plus all the winners of the monthly mix projects that we do. So it's there on Bead Shop under lookbooks, so you can find that there. There's
Go
a
to
quick
projects and scroll down to lookbook collection.
projects
And
it's there,
yep.
and it's totally worth checking out 100%. So Donna's asking, well, the clover shape, Donna, we have it, I believe.
Those are, I think, the rainbow, the chakra
Mhm.
gems, aren't they?
I believe so.
Let me,
Are you checking?
I'm checking.
We
Let's
can
check.
also get those individually, um, but they are the quadrifoil shape.
They are. We are sold out of them at the moment.
But we will get those back in
But let's see. Date. Let me check.
because God forbid we get those early.
We
But I
are
do,
sold out at the
they
moment.
are
Yep.
perfect.
But that's
Okay,
what they are. They're the chakra gems
the chakra gems.
in the
I'll
quatrefoil shape.
okay. I'll put them back on the list.
Yeah, we need more.
We do. This is great too. Kim Crawford is saying she's got many St. Patty's babies in our clan. So those will be perfect and fast. Yeah, this is a fast one to do for sure.
And it just
Um,
looks good. It's
it
so
really does.
it's it's beautiful. Just
Yeah.
beautiful.
So thank you, as always, Allie. Outdone yourself yet again. Thank you, my friend. So we've done that. We've talked about the mix.
Yep.
We've talked about check the project. Check. What else are we talking about?
I don't know. What else do we want to talk about?
I
We
don't
can
know.
say
We've
I
got
mean we
your
can dive.
project. We've got there was one other thing. Why am I blanking? Oh, what you did this week.
Oh. This week was a busy week and
It
I've
was,
already
that's
forgotten
why
about
we're
it.
so that's why Drea and I both roll. Who are you and what did you
You guys have no idea. It's been a week.
we've been
It
and
was
there's a really cute didn't mean to interrupt you, Drea, but there's a really cute as I was pulling you the Allie's piece from the group, there's a really cute Drea goes to Washington
yeah.
little thing here, which is
I
cute.
I made a post yesterday with some photos, but yeah, this
Yeah.
week was it's Rare Disease Week, and that's Rare Disease Day is usually on Leap Day because it's the rarest day of the I can't even say year because it doesn't happen every year. When it's
Right.
not on a leap day, it's on the 28th. When there is no leap day, it's the 28th. But Rare Disease Week, people from all over the country come to Washington, D.C., and we are with a group called Rare Disease Legislative Advocates, run by the Every Life Foundation. And they set up this great thing where everyone can come in from all over the country and meet with their senators, with their representatives, and talk about different legislation we'd like passed that will help people in the rare disease community. It's very bipartisan. It's nothing, it's not politics, it's life. And some of these people, their stories are incredible. A lot of them are, one of 5 people in the whole country who have the disease that they have. I'm not that rare in comparison, but myasthenia gravis is still considered rare. And luckily, I live right here. I'm a 10-minute Uber from downtown, so I get to go. And we Maryland has a good contingent. We have a good group of people, and we go over the bills that we're looking to have passed. We tell our own stories, and it's just a good chance for our voices to be heard. So if you have seen my Instagram or my Facebook, I did post being a little bit silly, I called myself like Capitol Hill Barbie or something like that.
Yeah, it was really cool.
But it's a great time. It's a really nice experience just to meet other people and hear other stories. A lot of them are sad. It's a really long and rough week, but it's also very uplifting. And it's nice to know that we're making a difference and doing some good. So I did get to meet Senator Chris Van Hollen from Maryland. Actually came out. I don't know if you guys know, but this week was like a really crazy week on the Hill with the budget and trying to not have a government shutdown. So it was really busy and really crowded. But the senator came out and actually spoke to us. We really are getting our voices heard. They I think we were the only state that had a senator that actually came out in person. Everyone else usually talks to staff members, but we were really lucky in that. And we got to go to some really cool places. We were in the Capitol building itself, the Capitol office buildings. We get to go like through the tunnels under the Capitol. It's kind of cool to see. I got barred. I think the president came through because I got barred at one of the tunnels, and they're like, "No, you have to go outside." And of course, it was raining, so outside I went. But it's really cool. It's a really cool experience.
Yeah, no, it was really great. And, a big thank you. Every year we do a fundraiser for
Yep.
MG for Myasthenia gravis. And you folks, many of you watching, are very generous
Very
donors as well. So it's awesome, Drea, how you lead that up.
taken
So
charge.
yeah, good job. Good job. So thank you. So it's been, it's always crazy behind the scenes here, whether we're in Tucson, whether we're legislating for new laws, whether we're trying to find new ways to do things, whether we're looking for new product, we're running around behind the scenes always doing something.
It's pretty
So,
nuts.
yeah. So anyway, yes. And so you've got a way to go, Drea. You've got a lot of thumbs up for you, Drea. So, Avonda, Avanda's asking, and I'm not sure about which bead she's asking, a full tutorial on the beaded bead that was posted 3 days ago. Was it in the group, Avonda?
It could have been one of the monthly makers. Maybe there were some
Maybe.
beaded beads in there.
Okay. So will you shoot us an email over at info so we know what that is? And if it's something that's kind of in the public domain or whatever, maybe we can figure that out. I don't want to poach anyone else's design or whatever, but let's figure that out. So
Shoot me an email.
Shoot Drea an email and we'll figure that out. Okay. Okay. Let me take this Rare Disease Week off of the thing. I put a banner up there for you.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah, your banner. Okay, so we've done that. We've done the mix. We've done Allie. We've done Rare Disease Week. We've looked at your nails. Now let's look at the project.
All the important stuff is out of the way. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
So I'm wearing my lucky earrings. I could take that off.
You've been on a run, on a real run with these, Drea.
How could I can't like leave a holiday out, so
Yeah. I love those. These both are just slaying me. But when you did those,
my
little just
rainbows.
Come on.
Well, we have two. Let me move a little bit here. We have 2 holidays coming up pretty quickly, and we didn't have a whole lot of time for shows. So we didn't do a show for actually you have the Valentine's Day earrings, the Eros earrings.
I do. Let me solo these.
But we have, I wanted to make sure that we covered our bases. And I know there's more than just Easter, but I grew up celebrating Easter. So to me, these are Easter earrings. And then for St. Patrick's Day, I could have just done a green blend, and I'm actually going to show real quickly how to do those Eros earrings since we didn't have a show for them.
And I have them here too. I'll set it up so I.
The lucky ones are exactly like the original ones we've done. We're beading on the outside edge and we're building out. the Easter ones, what did I end up calling them? Renewal, I think. I don't even
Renewal.
remember.
Yes, renewal.
I made up the name yesterday when Claire was asking, saying, what are we calling these? Oh, right. I need a name for them. So renewal, we're beading inside. And then on the Eros, we beaded on the edges. So we went from here out and from the other side out. For renewal, we're beading inward, and on all the other runs, we bead outward. So I actually grabbed a mix of some greens that I had on hand, and we'll really quickly go over Eros as well. We'll just make a green version, just because.
And I'm looking for, I thought I had them here. I'm looking for them.
It's all
I
good.
put them away somewhere.
So these, I think, were pretty self-explanatory. We don't need to really focus a whole lot on these. They are. I started with a couple white just because I wanted to make this little cloud, and then I did a row of red and ended with a few white. I started with some more white just so the clouds were a different shape. I wanted them to have like that little, bouncy, loopity kind of edge. And I only did 4 colors in my rainbow because otherwise it would be huge. You could use a smaller hoop and use more colors if you wanted to. It would it wouldn't look bad at all, but they started to get a little crazy on these big 40 mils, so I just kept it to 4 colors.
So let me ask you this. So that's the 40 millimeter hoop.
Yep.
It's the 10 millimeter. I'm sorry, the 11 millimeter bead or 8 millimeter.
8 dot.
Or 8. Sorry.
Yep.
Whatever that is. 8 dot. And then what thread did you use there?
KO.
KO as per usual.
Yep. I'm trying to keep the formula pretty much the same with all of these, just so you can see that there's so many different things that you can do. And actually, the spring ones, they are also 40 millimeter, but they look at how completely different a look it is. They look so much smaller, having beaded on the outside on these and on the inside on these. You really just change the look entirely.
Right. And you can find all of these. We did an original broadcast. These are all under Garland Earrings, everybody.
Yep.
So if you go, right now they're on the homepage, but if you go under projects, you find Garland Earrings, all of the ones that Drea has done. I did ones called Gratitude, the Eros ones that she's going to show that are around the hoop. They're all there with all the listings and stuff, FYI.
Yep. All the info, all the ingredients are there. The size of the hoop is on there, but you can easily move and do a different size. With these, with the flowers, you may have a little trial and error if you're going to go down a size, just because it may affect the pattern. You're certainly not going to be able to fit all of the flowers inside a smaller hoop, but give it a whirl and see what you can do. I should have brought my awl over here, and of course I didn't.
Yeah, we're all having all issues. I
have my rainbow scissors though.
Yeah. The next time I order, I'm gonna order an awl.
I have one, and I don't know what I did with it.
Mine's completely lost.
I'm just unprepared as usual. Way to go, me. But these we bead on the inside instead of the outside, and I did 3 green, 2 flower petals, 3 green, 2 flower petals, and I did that all the way around. And then the second row I did 2 green, and then you do flower petal, center, flower petal, 2 green, flower petal, center, flower petal, 2 green, all the way back. And then when you finish, you just zigzag in and out because there's not a full 3rd row. These last 2 petals are raised basically. So you go in and out, and then you come out through your center, put 2 beads on, and still doing brick stitch. You're picking up a thread and going back out. I just reinforced all of these. Like I went through each one twice just to make sure that they stayed in a nice spot. But that's it. It's really easy. I promise it's really easy.
So, Drea, do you want to, I mean, we've got some time, so I know you want to show the Eros as well. Do you want to show just, since these are flipping up on the inside, do you want to show how you seat these on the inside?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is that okay? And then we'll do the Eros around the sides. The other ones, folks, and I'll show you, I've got these, I'm going to put us all up here for a second. The flat ones that Drea does, they're all up, as I say, on the site as well. These are the ones with the big rainbow. These are the 50 millimeter, I think, the biggest
I
ones.
think they're
Right?
40. We
40,
have
the
20,
big
30,
ones.
and 40.
40. Okay, the 40
Same as
millimeter.
what I'm using today. Same size.
Okay, gotcha.
And I
And
think, did I
these,
use the rainbow ones on those too? I can't remember.
yeah, these are the rainbow.
So the rainbow, so for those ones, I think I used purple or blue KO. It doesn't, you can use kind of any color with these rainbow
Yeah,
because they change
these are
so
blue.
much.
Yeah, and I think we only have the rainbow in the 50.
I think it's 40, Kate.
40. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying 50. But see, that's the size.
Let's see. Correct. We have 20 in silver and gold, 30 in silver and gold, and 40 in silver, gold, and rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
So for these ones, Renewal, because I was using a lot of green beads, I used the apple green KO thread. I based it more on the beads than on the hoop itself.
Oh, here's the Eros.
I'm trying to
While you're
thread my
doing that,
needle
I'm
here.
modeling these so people can see them. Here's the round. The Eros is with the 30 millimeter, 20 millimeter. I
Let's
don't
go
know.
look.
Sorry.
I don't know. It's on the page.
It's
It's
on the
30
page.
millimeter.
30, yeah.
Yeah. If you go right
You
to the
see?
page, if you click on Eros, they come
Yeah,
right up.
it's
The
all
very
there.
first thing on there is 30 millimeters. So
So see,
you'll know what I've used.
there it is on me.
Fab.
And here's the big one. And they're so good. They're not heavy. Look at how
They're
cute
really
they look.
light.
No, even if I do say so myself. All right, I'm going to solo Drea so you can see what she's doing there.
Okay. I have 2 beads on. I'm going to pick this up and hopefully make it so that you can still see it. Hold on. I know I'm out, but I'm coming
Yeah.
back. All right. I have 2 beads on and I've got them on the inside here. I know I'm covering it with my thumb. I will uncover it. I promise. Just starting off brick stitch as normal. I have gone down and around and back up through here. I will now pick up one more bead. Slide that down there. For me, for whatever reason, I find it just easier to go kind of left to right and to go back to front. So my thread is coming back around the back of the hoop. Now I'm going up. I'm just holding the bead in place so that I keep some pretty good tension.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I'm going to add, I want to make sure that this is pretty visible. So actually, let me get a pink. I have 3 beads on. So now, oops, I dropped my bead. I have 3 beads. So now I'm going to do 2 flower petals, adding one at a time. And hopefully I have like the brighter pink here. So I'm hoping that's going to be enough of a contrast. One on, one more.
And you can see, folks, by just putting this baseline, this base row on, you can flip it up like Drea is doing towards the inside, flip it down to work on the outside. But once this brick stitch base row is on, then the world's your oyster,
Yep.
right? You can make it as wide, as skinny. This is really, this is really the way to go. And Cindy's asking, it's a good question. I actually had this question too. Can you brick stitch on the outside of the hoop as usual and then just turn it facing in?
I would say no, because you're going to have, it's going to stretch.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going from the outside, you're going to be taking up more space. When you
Mm-hmm.
only have a few on here, no problem. But
Mm-hmm.
once you have it all the way around and you try to flip it in, you're going to come and have some tension problems and you're going to get some wrinkling.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Same with Eros. If you're doing the Eros earring, if you
Mm-hmm.
only have a few beads on, definitely easy enough to turn it on its side.
Mm-hmm.
But once you have a lot, you're really changing the tension and the positioning of your beads. When you're on the inside right here, what's meeting is the inside edges of those beads. When you're on the outside, they're meeting the opposite way, if that makes sense. See how
Gotcha.
they're all curved into each other? There, that's a little more easy to see. When you're on the outside, they're going in a
They're going in the
They're
opposite direction.
yeah, like
They're
they're
flaring
going,
out. Yeah.
it's convex versus a concave.
Right.
So for a couple, if it's easier for you to get started and do like I only have 5 beads on here, that's easy enough. If it's easier for you to start on the outside edge, go for it. But I would not do it all the way around.
Makes sense. And Cindy says, "Oh, beads."
Pretty much. It's really not difficult. It's really, really not. It's I think people kind of psych themselves out a little bit because you're doing something differently than you normally do. But I promise it's really
Yeah, it's the same.
I'm making a mess over here, as usual. What else is new?
That's okay.
Just typical me, screwing it all up. And I did take some trial and error on these to make sure that I had my spacing correct, the number of beads correct.
You're a little off camera, Drea, just FYI. There we go.
Generally, I just kind of go with it. I just wing it, and you'll see, especially with the other samples that we've made, like Eros is just a variety of beads. Even the rainbows over here, they're just, I keep doing this. It's because I can't see where I am.
Right.
Because my phone's in the way. I always do this, and I say it every single time.
I'm going to put my phone up so I can show the Eros ones too, so people can see those up close. Let me go ahead and add my camera here.
All right, I'm back.
Here, just a second.
I'm unmessing.
There we go. I still have on my mat the dregs of my project from Wednesday, so you're going to see
my other project tray is still full of 3 different necklaces: the red poppy necklace, the orange and green poppy necklace, and the Gilded Age one that I started with the gilded mix.
Right.
Yeah.
Janice is asking, Drea, can you start in the center and work out in each direction? Would there be an advantage to that?
I would not, because you're going to bead all the way around. Right. It really doesn't make any sense to go in the center.
Right.
Because then you're going to have to go this way and then start over and go this way.
Right.
Just start on one side and work your way around the hoop.
Your way around.
Gotcha. When you end with your last bead on the very end here, you're just going to go back around the other way.
Like any brick stitch, really, we start at that end. Like any of those hoops, we start at the end and go around.
Yep, just like the dancer earrings, or even the brick stitch tassels. You don't start in the middle. You start on one side and work your way across in the tassels. In the dancer, you start just at one point on the hoop and then go around and around and around.
Let me get these kind of untangled and let me show you. Let me get while you're kind of stitching that, Drea, I'm going to show these real quick. Here's that.
I'll go at Drea's speed over here and get myself off the camera while you do that.
This is that Eros earring, that one that I'm wearing on one side, so you can see the size. That's the Eros, the hoop. And then here's that other one, that big one on the 40 millimeter, the other one. Here's the other Garland earrings, so you can see the different sizes. There's the 40, there's the 30, here's the 20 right there. And then when we were kind of screwing around with the idea, this is that other one that I did a plain brick stitch, and then I did a little picot business there at the bottom. We don't even really have these up. But there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with these. I think I also did, it was like these little bright angle weave beads that I did. Remember, I did them with these little guys, and I slid them on the earrings. Here's one I haven't even tied off, but they're kind of random. Like that.
Large hole beads will fit right on these too. You can slide, like a roller bead or something on here.
Yeah.
You can also do wire work on these. You don't have to stitch. I've just been stitching since we started the project with brick stitch.
Mhm.
But you could
Yeah.
easily do wire work instead.
There we go. That's more. And Janice is just clarifying. She said, thinking about centering the design. A lot of times when she designs, she starts in the middle when she does stuff on a bead loom so she can make it symmetrical. Um, so it's a good thought though, but you can also experiment too, who knows? It may work because something like this, what I did, I don't think I started in the middle here, but you could put something in the middle and maybe brick stitch out from the side there and from the side there. It's really adaptable, so whatever floats your boat. I finally put ear wires on both of these that I finished from harking back to Wednesday right there. Oh, they're backwards. There we go. And I'm going to make the other one of this guy here. So we're really into shapes right now, right? Aren't
Aren't
we?
we
Totally
always?
into shapes. And let me give you a close up now that I have the top camera. Here's the monthly mix here.
Beautiful.
It was really fun. Oh, Stemhilly, thanks. I'm so glad you liked this earring. I like it too. It's kind of has kind of a bizarre shape, but not bizarre, but
No, it's
no.
so
I
fun.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
It's
And I
different
like
than I mean, they're eye catching.
yeah,
It's talk about being into shapes.
yeah. And negative shape and negative space with what we do. And that's kind of what we were thinking about the different monthly mixes that we've done this year. This year it's all about shape. And I think I may have the other monthly mixes here. Last month we did super duos. You saw me do that. And then in January we did Kyla's. We did that um, uh, one based on
Sorbet
peach
punch.
sorbet punch. Yeah, peach
Tylas, half
fuzz.
Tylas, and quarter
Yeah,
Tylas.
it was really fun. So um, I don't have them here, I don't think. But it was. I just love shapes. Is kind of not my new jam, but I'm kind of into them. These shaped beads, and we're going to be getting in new components for the Tylas and stuff as well.
Oh yeah,
So
more symbols for those.
more symbols. So the mix, folks, will drop at noon. It usually drops at midnight, the day of the the first day of the month, but we wanted to make sure that we didn't have an inventory issue. So we set it for noon and it's all ready to go. It's in and it will drop at noon, which is a little less than an hour from now. Okay. Is there a tutorial on how to zigzag the super duos on the green earrings? Um, these. Yes, it is. This one is called
Evergreen.
Evergreen. And yes. And it's linked in the project. These are the ones when Drea did this first one, when we did it around the holidays. She showed this, but you can see if I pull this up really tight, um, it goes, the thread path is pretty simple. It goes through the A dot and then through the top hole of the super duo and then through the A dot. It's pretty straightforward. And then you use the second hole, but you can follow along with her
It's basically using our Pathways bracelet. That's the herringbone with
right.
super duos.
Mm-hmm.
The herringbone stitch is what you use. You start off with a couple rows of brick stitch, and then you go into herringbone.
Herringbone.
But there is a tutorial. There is a video that goes with
Yeah,
those.
yeah, pretty super simple. And then we'll have these. I'll send these over. I don't know. We need a name for these. If anyone has a name, I've got to come up with a name for those earrings. And we'll put them up so you can find them, everything I used. And Drea and I will work on that to get them up for you folks.
We will. We'll get that done.
And then we'll get this one up for you too, this little one. A little demi.
Cute little baby.
Yeah, this little Demi diamond. Tell me, Drea, when you're ready.
Do you want to pop that back up? I just finished the first row.
Oh, perfect. I got you.
So now I'm coming out my last bead here, and we're going to start the second row. So pick up 2 beads, and since this is a brick stitch, let me get this a little closer. We are going to pick up a thread, this little thread bridge here, if I can do it. See that? And go back up 1 bead. I'm going to hold it, but you'll be able to see in a sec. I know I'm a little out here. Let's do that. Ta-da! And now we're going to, I'm going to flip it just because it's easier for me to go left to right.
Right.
And now I'm going to add, I have 2 beads on here. I'm going to add a flower petal next. Instead of 3 green, we're doing 2 green on this second row. Of course, I have just stitched myself around my earring. You can just open it. I do this. I was doing this a lot because I was getting myself stuck. All right, go through the little thread bridge, back up the bead, get your tension good. Now I need a center, so I'm using these little yellows. These are some of my favorites. I think it's the lemon line.
Yellow lined. And my buddy CR is on. Hi, CR. She has a great tip here. CR says, I wax the tail and working thread together after she ties the thread on. And when she starts adding the beads, she pulls them over both threads for a few stitches to hide the tail thread. That is terribly clever, my friend.
I just sit here and move it out of my way constantly, annoyingly.
CR, that's very clever. She is a very accomplished seed beater. Very smart. I love that tip. Thank you, my friend.
So again, 2 green instead of 3 green on your second row.
Oh, gotcha. Right, because
now instead of just 2 flower colors.
You're a little out of front. Yeah, a little further up, Dree. There we go.
I'm always out of frame.
Oh, I don't think you're a lazy beater, said CR. I think you're terribly clever.
I'm lazy. I'm the one who just leaves it there and I just let it get in my way. That's the ultimate laziness. I'm just like,
Drea, these work up so fast.
Yeah, they're really easy. I swear. They're deceptive because they look like they're a little bit complicated. They're not. They're not at all. It's just flowers. And obviously, do what you want for your colors. I mean, you can make them all one color flower. You can do different colors like I did. I'll show you. I tried desperately to make Easter eggs out of them too. No, I couldn't make it work. If you can make it work, please do. But
do you have some of your samples?
I have one right here and it looks so ridiculous. I'll show you.
Okay.
I tried and tried and tried and just could not make it work. They just looked silly.
Well,
I tried. They just look like fat little blobs, so I gave up. I made 2 of them and I was like, never mind, I'm done. I could try again. I could keep going, but I'm just not going to bother. I am not going to go, just in the interest of time, I'm not going to finish this second.
Sure. Yeah.
We're going to go back through. I am just going to zigzag my way through and I'm going to go back to that blue flower.
Gotcha.
Just
while you're doing that, Cindy Brooks shared a tip from Danielle Wicks. She said, I pull the tail through the first bead added so they all sit up straight. I do that too. Sometimes, Cindy, that's great.
I just let it get in my way and it drives me bonkers every single time. And I still don't change. I still do this every time. All right. I have zigzagged my way through. I'm going to come out through the center bead, that yellow center.
Mm-hmm.
Did I screw that up? No, I didn't. Okay. And I'm getting 2 more flower petals here. I got the blue and I'm going to grab a thread bridge, Sit them up on top there. I'm going to go through one. I'm going to go down and I'm going to secure this. I'm going to go down through this bead, grab a thread bridge again, and go back up through that bead. That's going to be the one on the left here. I need to move it so I can see it, sorry. But it'll be right here, the one on the left. So now I've gone through each of those just to secure. Back down again, and I'm going to go back into the second row. My dog just huffed. She's like, I'm tired of this. And I'm zigzagging.
Away. Right, and then you just add the top one.
Yep.
After that. That makes sense.
Zigzag through the second row. Here I'm coming out of the pink one. That's okay. I'm going to pick up 2 pink beads. I'm going to pick up this thread bridge over here. I'm going to move my finger so I'm not getting stuck on it. I'm going up the flower petal on the right, down the flower petal on the left, and picking up the thread while I do it. Getting stuck while I do it, and then back up. Again, now I'm going to go back into my beads, and I would just zigzag along until, since I didn't do it, but I would zigzag through the second row, which is non-existent here. I would zig through and then put the next tops on, and that's it.
Nice. Cindy Brooke is also saying, I tie a knot on the thread bridge with the tail and hide it in a bead. That's terribly smart. And Cindy Lynch, we've got the battle of the Cindys. Cindy Lynch is loving all the tips. That's awesome.
I'm going to show you a quick start of the Eros version.
Okay. And Stephanie is saying, Drea, why not try 2, 3, 2 for the inside? And if you bead on the outside, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1 for making Easter eggs. So the Easter egg goes up in the center and then down below the hoop.
I can't even tell you how many ways I tried. I don't remember the numbers that I used, but I tried a variety of ways. Feel free to do it. Go for it and make it work and tell me what you did, because I gave up. I was frustrated and I was out of time.
No eggs.
But I made these at least 5 different ways and could not make it fit. So I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure someone out there will figure out the right number. But I think after so many attempts, it was just annoying me, and I just gave up.
You're like, nope.
Pretty much. I was like, I have other things I need to do, and it was just...
Stephanie said she's going to try it. And speaking of which, I have evidently forgotten how to do super duos, because I'm trying to do my second earring of this one here, and I will tell you, it's like I've never beaded with super duos before. I'm like, wait a minute, is this even right? Isn't that funny?
Sometimes I need to look at a picture or look at a video again and remind myself what on earth I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, how did I? Because this is definitely not. This is not correct. This is ridiculous. This is not right. Deborah will Drea will show all of the earrings in a row at the end. The flower hoop, she'll put them all up. Yeah, this is.
What do we need to see?
Oh, the flower hoop. Do you want to?
We can throw that back in the...
Okay, perfect. And then Drea, oh, perfect. And then I just want to show everybody. Oh, yeah, perfect. Then let me show you what I'm doing.
What did you do?
Look, I'm like, this makes no Right? Look, that one looks beautiful, and this one's a hot
You're
mess
doing great.
right here.
Didn't you just do this on Wednesday? Go
What?
watch your own show again.
I know, right? Dessa, you'll be able to see it. I- we won't, we can't graph it out. I mean, there's no, you'll see it on
You
the
can't,
earring is
yeah,
laid
you
out.
can't graph
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's a project map,
Yeah. So
and
you'll be
there
able to follow
is
it.
in the project map I write the pattern.
Yeah.
It is
You'll see it.
first row, 3 green, 2 flower, 3 green, 2 flower,
Yeah.
over and over and over.
Yeah.
Second row, you're going back through, it is 2 green, 3 flowers, 2 green, 3 flowers. And then the last row is not a real row, it is just the top flower petals. But
Yeah.
if you go to the project page, um, go to Garland Earrings, click Renewal, and scroll down, there is a project map where these earrings are photographed in big so you can see them easily. Here we're going with
Yeah.
Eros.
Okay. I'm going to put you on, I'm going to take my shame off of you.
Eros 2.0 here.
Okay. And you're a little out of frame. I would go a little further down, and I would take the earrings away from the background, just because they're pulling focus. There we go.
Let's do it. Got my needle in my mouth. Only stabbed myself once today. Doing great. Okay.
And sorry to tell you this, but the beads, the focus is pulling from the beads in your hand to the beads on the tray. So move those green beads over, is what I'm trying to say, is have a background that's, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Perfect.
See if that works.
Maybe a little, yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, try that.
I just grabbed, this is what I did with Eros, is I grabbed just a variety of reds, mixed them up, pulled them at random, completely by random, and just started beading. Now I'm on the outside edge. I'm not inside, I'm not outside, I'm on the side outside. And I'm just gonna go all the way around. I am really not paying attention at all to what bead I pick up next. I'm just grabbing. Because then you have a nice little pebbled look. And I think, let me look. I think I did 3 rows. Yeah, I did 3 rows on Eros. Do what you want though. I thought 3 looked nice going either way. And I did, when I made these, I made one where I beaded the edge on one side, then beaded the other side, and then I built out, like I made row 1 here and then row 1 here. And then I went back and did 2 here and row 2 here. Then I went back and did row 3 here and row 3 here. I
Ah,
also made
I
one where
see.
I did row 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Either way is fine.
It
Whatever.
doesn't matter.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't at all. It's going to come out exactly the same no matter what you do. So that's all you got to do is whatever you're comfortable with.
And it doesn't matter how far around you go.
No, you don't even have to go all the way around if you don't want to.
Mhm.
I
Gotcha.
did just to kind of make it a closed or as closed as possible of a loop, but you do you. You can do however you want. And I did also, I just grabbed green beads at random. I don't ask me what I'm using. I'll put it up if people want to know what they are, but I really just grabbed and ran over here at like 129. Oh, I just pulled my thread out of my needle. Oh shoot. Hang on. Let's get that back in.
Emily, thank you for trying to help me here. I don't know what the is the matter with me. Seriously.
Just undo and start over.
I mean, really now.
All right.
This is ridiculous.
There's that last bead. Get it up here. But really, this is it. It's just brick stitch. It's just going back and forth, one end to the other, and then back again on your second, third, whatever rows. You're just kind of zigzagging. You're going just back and forth around the outer
Okay.
edge of the hoop. That's it. It's easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Nice. I like it in those greens, Drea.
Yeah, these actually, I wasn't planning on wearing this sweater tonight, but now maybe I want to. Or maybe I'll save these for actual St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
That is, of course, why, you know me, I rented the sweater.
Yes.
Another
Rent the
rental.
runway. Rent the
A
runway.
$300 sweater. I wasn't going to buy it.
Yeah.
Here I am with my rentals.
That's so clever.
It's I love it. Every month I get to try new stuff, and I stuff that I would never ever buy for myself because I don't have that kind of money.
It's like going to the library.
That is exactly what it is. It's a library of clothes. I
That's
get to
so
just try different things. Like the blue dress I wore this week, there's no way I would actually be able to own that. I don't.
right.
And I have so many events that I do kind of do this stuff for or that I need something for. I don't want to wear the same exact dress over and over and over again.
Right.
Especially when I'm being photographed or being interviewed. I want, I don't want to look like I'm wearing the exact same thing.
Right. Let's see.
But that blue dress this week, that was fabulous.
That was fabulous.
I'm obsessed with that one.
Me too. You showed me that dress and I'm like, wait, now what? I was so into it.
That was I really wanted to be like a little Christina Hendricks from Mad Men in there.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. I needed a gold pen necklace.
Yeah. Totally. I have a silver pen necklace.
Well, yeah. I did try that dress. I tried on about 30 different necklaces with it and then finally settled on I don't even remember what I went with. What did I wear?
You had some kind of long tassel-y thing, I think.
Oh, you know what? It was a patterning with stones.
Patterning with stones.
It was a mix of like silver and white, I think, seed beads, and then I don't remember now if I wore the moonstone or I wore the labradorite. Because I wore a really big earring, so I kept a really simple necklace.
Right.
But I did try the tassel earring or tassel necklaces I've made. I have a whole bunch of those, and they looked good. But my earrings, it was too much with all my earrings.
Right.
What do we call those? The ones, whatever they are, the tassel with the pearls and the spindles. I forget what I called them.
Yeah.
I think
Tassels.
they're just in Softflex 101, actually. They might just be
Yeah.
Softflex 101, and they're and then I named them probably after Allman Brothers songs because
Right.
why not?
Oh, I seriously, Drea, I cannot figure out how
I don't know.
the heck
Leslie and Janice, I am not asking for a pay raise. I am just stating that I cannot afford a
that's
$300 sweater.
hilarious. I can't either.
That is not in my budget.
No.
Rentals are in my budget. I pay $95 a month. I get 5 different items to wear, and I love it.
Yeah, I love that idea too.
I definitely spend my money on ridiculous things, and I love to spend my money on ridiculous things. I have a $450 Lego set staring at me over there that I'm going to make soon. But no, I am sorry. $300 for a plain green sweater is not in my budget, guys. That's not happening. I don't know. I don't think I can leave the broadcast, but I'll have to look and see. I spend it's $95 a month this program, and I get
It's called Rent the Runway.
Rent the Runway. I get the 5 items, but there
Which I
is
love.
a place like in my account where I can see how much I've rented, like what the cost of everything I've rented is.
No.
And it'll tell like, you've rented this many dollars worth. It's in the thousands and thousands. Because I've rented gowns. I've rented like really fancy stuff.
Oh, you're a little out of frame.
Sorry.
Oh, and I finally figured out how the heck to do my stitch. So
Great.
Yeah, thanks.
So I'm just working on the second row now, just going around, still on the side, and I did decide to just keep going on one way. and not start the other side yet. But when you do go through and start the other side, you just go through your beads, just back through your rows and through your beads, and then start on the other side, and you'll just add 2 beads and then 1 bead at a time, brick stitching around on the other way. That's all it is, you guys.
I love it. Sandy has a question about renting the runway. Oh,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Faye said you look like a first lady. You
Oh,
definitely did. I'm going to find a picture of you so I can put it up.
it was like my
Um,
little Jackie O
it was
kind
so
of.
cute. Sandy says there was an article in the Wall Street Journal about renting clothes. Is there an issue with things fitting? She says, what?
Sometimes
Yeah,
there
but it's
are
easy to return and stuff. I have
not.
friends
It's
that
not
rent.
actually. I
Oh,
will say that it is not
oh,
easy to return. You
mm,
unless you have a uh there's different tiers. Like I have the lowest
okay,
tier at
okay,
$95 a month. That's the
gotcha.
lowest one. I could go up to I think it's $140 a month, and then I
Mm,
could rent more items at once and return them
mm.
more easily.
Oh, I gotcha.
Uh, I think that would be 5 items twice a month if I do the $140 one.
Maybe I have fancier friends because I have a couple of friends who do that for like business stuff and stuff for like gown like formals. It's a great way to do formals for sure.
They do have a thing where if you have a one-time rental, as they call it, like if you have like a really fancy wedding or something like that to go to where you need to wear a gown, like my prom, like I do.
Mhm.
um Actually, I don't think we're doing it this year, but the prom that we've done every year, I will do a one-time rental for those. um and I will get just the gown, and they will send you a backup size in that
Mm.
gown, so you
Oh,
get two. uh but for the regular month to month stuff that I'm doing now, I will rely on reviews and figure out what other people look like. You can post a picture of yourself and your review and your measurements, so people will know how it'll fit.
yeah, you kind of start to get an idea of what you wear and what brand.
Yeah. And so I mean, I got those pink corduroys that I had in February.
Yeah.
I Everyone said size down, size down, size down. I'm normally a 27 in jeans or pants, and I think I got a 25, and they were still huge on me. So, even I did size down, but they were still pretty big. I did have 1 month where like 4 out of my 5 items really didn't fit, and I was frustrated. And they let me return. They don't normally, but they did. I wrote into customer service, and they're like, "Yep, we have no problem. They want you to be satisfied,
Right.
so they did let me do a swap then. But everything comes really quickly. It's all UPS. It comes pretty fast. Um, and it's easy, and there's tons of stuff to choose from, and you can always skip if you don't have any events or anything really going on, or if you just don't want to spend the money that month, you can skip a month. um I don't, because even if I don't have any
Oh, and
events, I just
you're a
get
little off
sweaters.
screen, Drea. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
There
I
we
can't
go.
see.
There we go. Perfect.
I'm just stitching away here, guys. I'm not doing anything
Busy.
crazy or special or new. I'm just
I'm
brick
just
stitching.
looking I'm just looking for you. I was looking for your photo. So I've got your photo right here.
Oh yeah, throw that up there, that's
I'm
fun.
gonna put Drea's Washington photo up. Those look so cute. There she is. There you are in our US Capitol. And look at those shoes.
It was an office building. It was next to the Capitol.
Well,
But yep.
whatever. It looks like the Capitol.
Yeah, a couple of the buildings do have their own little rotundas, which is what I'm posing in front
Yeah.
of. And you can see all the media. That's all the talking heads behind me.
Yeah.
They also use that space because it's very fancy and fun looking.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. Awesome. So show us that side. Show us kind of a close up
I
of
am just about done with row 2. I need like
yeah.
one more bead here, and row 2 will be
And
done.
so if you were crossing over, Drea, show us the crossover if you were going to start row
Or
1 on the other side.
hold on, let me add one more bead here so I'm even.
Okay.
All right, I'm done. All I need to do is go down through some beads here.
Mhm.
my thread is out on this side. I'm right there.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting over. Pick up 2 beads. I'm a little off just because I didn't really finish the last row,
Right.
but no biggie. See that?
Right. And just magic. It just goes right in there.
I'm just going the other way.
Gotcha.
And pick up another bead. Since it's the first row, you're going around. You're not picking up a thread bridge this time. You're going around the hoop. I feel like I keep getting the same color here. Let me see if I can get one. Here we go. I did not pay very close attention when I dumped those out and mixed them, so I probably dumped more of one color than I should have. But
Everyone's saying, Drea, how fabulous you look. You looked super amazing. You looked extremely profesh. It is true.
it was fun.
Drea goes to Washington.
That's
And
it,
you
you
wore
guys.
those shoes. You wore those shoes all day.
I did not. No, I did not.
Okay.
Nope, total lie. I wore flats for most of the day,
All
especially
right.
when I had to go outside in the rain.
All
I
right.
threw
All right.
I did wear them for the event at the end of the night, which was like a little artist reception. That's what I wore the
Mhm.
shoes to.
All right.
And
Well,
those are some of my favorite shoes. My friend, who's my tattoo artist, Nick Flanagan up in New Hampshire, he pinstripes. He does like pinstriping on classic cars and stuff, or
uh-huh.
like whatever you want, really. He pinstriped those shoes for me.
Oh,
They
that's awesome.
are awesome. They are like a rainbow ombre of pinstripe. They are very comfortable. I mean, he didn't make the shoes, he just painted them. But I sent him a picture and he's like, "Wait a minute, my shoes are in the Capitol?" I'm like, yes, they are.
That's awesome.
They're right here. It was pretty cool. And then I took I don't think I put it up, but I tried to take a picture of them as I waited for my Uber at the end of the night. I tried to take a picture of them with the Capitol dome like lit up in the background for
That's
him.
awesome.
But
So,
yeah, hopefully this is it, guys. It's just brick stitch and it's just going around.
so Drea, once these are completed, how do you keep the brick stitch from being floppy? They're not really floppy, right?
Nope,
The
just keep your
tension,
tension. Just tighten your tension. If
yeah.
you need to, you can go back with your needle and kind of like pull the little threads until, I mean, my tension isn't floppy right here. So you can, I do have a little bit over here because I did it badly, but just pull your tension tight as you're going and you should be fine.
Yeah, the hoops that I have here are not floppy at all.
Like the lucky ones here, they move a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but not really not. I mean, I have to push it if I really, and
Mm-hmm.
your hair is not going to be enough to do that, you know. They stay pretty well. Same with these, same with the Renewal. You
Yeah,
can move them.
those are sure pretty. Those ones with the. Do you want to show us any of the other attempts or anything?
That's the only other one I have is the
Okay.
silly Easter egg one.
Okay.
I can grab it here. I'm going to run and grab a pair from the other room real quick.
Okay. I'm going to show you while you're doing that. I'm going to take this off and I'll show you. You can see I've finally figured out how to super duo again. I'm wearing these hoops. You would think that I would know how
I
to do
literally
this
have a
stitch.
million bajillion.
Oh, I'm excited to see them.
Well, it's just, you know me, I like the dancer earrings.
Yeah,
They've
I
kind
do
of become
too.
my little signature. This is just a new version of them. So these are the ones that we made.
Here,
These are
I'll,
evergreen.
I'm soloing that there.
So the evergreen ones, I made a huge version of them. This is what
Oh,
I have a really cute
yes.
top, another cute rental to wear tonight. These, I just did 2 colors. I did 1 color seed bead, 1 color of Super Duo. So it's just a little bit of gold. These are the 40 millimeter gold hoops.
Those are great, Drea.
They're fun. But all it is the dancer. This
Yeah.
is on an older tiara cast hoop. You're just going around and around. Since it's not a closed hoop, you're going around, and instead of going around again, you're going around and then back.
On the corner, yeah.
You're like, yeah, seesawing. But these are the ones that I wore. This is my Washington earrings. This is why I wore a simple necklace, because I wore
Oh,
these.
yeah, those are great. Those
They
are
were
4 mil on there, Drea, or 3 mil?
both. The bottom here has 3 millimeter. The top
Oh, I
has
see.
4 millimeter.
4 mil. Really nice.
The rest are all 8-aughts. Actually, inside this circle looks like 11-aughts. And then I have some Briolettes. I made these. I did with a post earring because they're huge.
Mm-hmm.
5 millimeter and 5 millimeter rondelles and 4 millimeter fire polish around the edge there. Around the edge here on the bottom are actually Charlottes. If you can see those little, that little like scalloped kind of edge, those are actually Charlottes.
Nice. Really nice color story.
These were to go with the dress I wore to my cousin's wedding. I had like a purpley fuchsia dress and the teal rhinestone heels. This is one of your mixes that I can't think. Do you know how many shoes I have, you guys?
Yeah, those teal heels were, I remember when you bought those, and I audibly gasped because I can't wear heels anymore, and I love heels, but
I think I have an event coming up in the end of April for MG, and I think I'm gonna pick a dress that will go with those teal heels.
With those heels. Yeah, those teal heels are just ridiculous.
These are one of my Bruins earrings because you know me, everything has to be lucky. So black and gold for my Boston Bruins, and these are black shadows. I think regular shadows. I don't think they're little. And then I also did spacer beads and drops.
Hold those a little closer to the camera, Drea, so people can see those. Those are great. So you don't have to use seed beads, you guys. Drea used the shadows and stuff in there. Those look terrific.
Yeah, these are 11-aughts on the inside, shadows, 8-aughts, a row of black spacers, a row of gold spacers, and then the picot edge. Instead of little beads, I just used a spacer, a drop, a spacer, spacer, drop, spacer.
Terrific. Those look great.
I forget what you named this mix, Kate, but this was maybe monthly mix December like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was
so it's all cuts.
Antique Christmas or vintage Christmas or Christmas. I don't know. Something.
This one has a 6-aught and 8-aught on the edge, which kind of just gave it a little bit of texture. All of the beads were 8-aughts until the edge here, where it's just 6, 8, 6, 8.
Yeah.
I literally have a pair of these that go with absolutely everything. I have so many. Just these are all 8-aughts, and then the outside edge, the little picot edge, is 11-aughts. But all of these, they're all you can transcribe them all to these hoops. They work.
Everyone is loving this walk through your earring collection.
This is not even a quarter of it, you guys. I have so many.
This is
so many. And I know these are Christmas, but I wear these a lot. They're not like overly red and green Christmassy. I think it's because you have that pink in there.
Yeah.
I'll wear these year round.
I really like how that brick stitch looks with the hex. Cindy's saying the hex earrings look amazing. I agree. They really
are awesome.
Yeah, and those are 3 rows, right? And they do look like tourmaline, Cindy.
They are 3 rows, but there is a row inside too. So it's the one inside, 3 rows outside, and then the edging.
And that's 11-aughts or the edging, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And you could use, that's a tiara cast ring, may they rest, but you could use a nun design.
Yeah, use the nun ones since the tiara casts are gone. I've had all these for ages, so I need to make some with the nun. But I bought a bajillion hoops before tiara cast closed. So I have a huge, because I sell these too. Oh, these might be nun. Actually, these ones I use nun.
Oh, that's such a good earring.
So I think this one's the gold mini hoop, and then this is silver, like maybe medium. I'll have to
Mhm.
measure it and find out. But I used none for these. Did I
Really?
use none in the originals? Let's go to the dancer. Let's look. The first ones. Oh no, you know what? We didn't make them a project. Do you remember those crazy ones I made that were all different colors with the colorful monthly mix I made?
Yeah, I do remember
I
those.
think I used. I'm pretty sure I used none hoops
Nut
in
hoops.
those.
Yeah, that makes
Let me go to
see what that's called. I'm gonna while you're looking there, I'm gonna show you. I'll remind everybody how to close this off.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's mini hoops and medium hoops that I've used from
And
none.
all right.
I'm gonna grab those earrings while you do that. Let me see if
Okay.
I can find them.
And it's almost time for the monthly mix to drop, which is great. It's going to drop at noon. Be very careful about getting this zap glue on your earring, on the finish. We don't want to do that. Yeah, our Fridays, thank you, Dawn. Our Fridays are always much more casual than our Wednesdays, and especially when Drea and I get together because it's just like our phone calls, except we're doing it on air with all of you instead.
Yeah, we're fun, Kate. We're fun.
We are fun. There's the all the hex beads Janice just put up on the thing. Oh yeah, Drea, I remember those were so
The monthly mix was called Summer
good.
Rush, but I don't think we ever made these into an actual project.
Yeah, you know what? We probably need to put those up because look at the bugles on the interior. I'd forgotten all about those.
I think these are true twos. They look small, or maybe
Yeah.
they're threes, but they might be a few true twos there, and then 4 millimeters around the edge.
Look at the bugles in there, you guys. And that is a emerald at the
Yep,
bottom,
and a lemon quartz up here.
lemon quartz. Just look at those. I'm just floored by those again. That was such a good mix.
And I
I
also
think we
brought.
do. We
Are
have
you ready?
so many things. I just forget.
I also brought this over.
Oh, there's your shoes.
Yep.
I
So
love it.
he literally, I mean, the same that you would do to a car.
Drea, those are so good.
Isn't that so fun?
Oh my God,
Love,
I love it.
love.
So you can take inspiration, you guys, from anything. I love it.
Absolutely.
But
I
look,
literally
here's
made these shoes. These are the teal ones, and that is
yes,
why I made these.
girl. Those are Betsy Johnson,
Yep.
aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
That's where it came from because it's me and
I
it's
have
shoes, and
some. Yeah, I have
yeah,
some in a flat, a Dorset that's a flat
I
in
do
bed.
too. I have red ones.
Yeah, I have clear ones,
Yep.
but I can't do those heels. But yeah. So Janice, now you wonder when Drea and I have meetings, this is what we talk about. We talk about rhinestone shoes and you know, in between getting all of our work done, of course. Of
I don't.
course.
Yeah, it's not really meetings. It's just that we're on the phone with each other all day,
All the time. Yeah.
and like I am so easily distracted. In case you haven't noticed that about me yet, we'll
We've
literally
got to
be in
have
the middle of being
something.
like, "Oh, we're doing this. What is this? Where is this coming from? When are these arriving? Oh,
What
by the
is this?
way,
Oh,
this is
BT
what I'm
dub.
making for dinner."
That's right. So let me show you folks this before we sign off. I want to show you. Let me go back to this. Let me get your opinion.
I see Queen Tut here saying the answer to ruby slippers.
Yeah.
The red flats version of that, they are my ruby slippers.
Yeah, they're so yeah, my Dorset ones, I need to get those out. Mine are clear. I bought them in I think I got them at DSW, I think. I don't
Yep.
know. And I was so super excited about them. I might have texted you, Drea. I don't know. It was a long time ago.
I think you did, and then I told you, I was like, I have those in red.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And so I was wearing them around the store, and no one was as excited as I am, even in the shoe store, about getting those. So I'm thinking, my friends, about talking about negative space and talking about shape and stuff here. Um, Thinking about briolettes for these earrings, and even on like these guys that Drea's done here. adding a little extra something on these, like the kite briolette that I really like. We could add that kite brio at the bottom here. I like these a lot. We could add that brio, might not be the right color, but look at how cool it creates that negative space in that garland earring.
Yeah,
I really like how that looks. And you do a lot of the briolettes with those dancer earrings anyway, Drea. Look at how cool.
I do. I love a briolette.
Yeah, it looks really good. I could use a larger that brio there, but I think these drops are the right ones
I
for
like the
these.
color of that too.
Yeah, I think these are right. But I think I could go with these kite briolettes.
The kites look really nice with that color way that
Yeah,
you
is
have.
that wrong?
No,
I
I mean,
think
is
it's
that wrong?
okay. And I think I'm going to add it. I think I'm going to weave some thread in, do 11 aughts, just weave like a little loop, and I'll do the same thing over here. So these will both have drops. These I'm going to connect with jump rings.
Perfect.
So that'll do it. Um, and these are actually strawberry quartz, is what these are. They might look like carnelian, but they're actually the strawberry quartz. So they kind of echo that weird colorway I've got going on here. All
It's
right.
not weird. I love that colorway.
Yeah,
It's very
well,
you.
yeah, it is very me. It is very me. Okay.
I don't
All
know
right.
what. Do you know what briolettes you have? The little bezel ones there.
These are labradorite.
Oh, are they? Okay, I couldn't
Yeah,
tell.
in gold. Yeah. So we'll write these up. And then
Cindy, no, I did not make the shoes. They are Betsy Johnson.
Betsy
Um,
Johnson.
she has a whole line of them that are that rhinestone kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It is kind of, someone said artichoke. Someone also said thistle for these, which I like.
I think we have a thistle, but I
Do
don't
we?
think we have an artichoke.
Oh, maybe.
And artichokes do have a purple bloom.
They do. Artichoke bloom.
Let me look. Thistle. Oh no, we don't. You can do thistle.
Okay. Let's call it thistle.
I love them.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to put us all back up so we can finish up and let everybody go to their weekend. This launches
It's 6 minutes.
6 minutes right here.
Get it.
I love it how everybody's talking about their favorite shoes, what they used to wear platforms. I love it.
Oh
So thank
gosh.
you for indulging us with our shoe talk, our earring talk, our fun over over our coffee talk. It was a fun day. Next week,
You missed me air quoting you and saying coffee.
coffee. No, it really is. I
I
promise
know.
you. It's
But
still
I like
early.
making fun of you, so
I know it is true. We're going to, so next week we've got a bunch of stuff. Wednesday is my
masterclass.
masterclass episode 3, I think, is what it
Yep,
is. I
you are
think episode
correct.
3. Tuesday, we're going to do a live sale. That's going to, I know I was tossing around doing it on the weekend, but I think I'm going to do it on Tuesday. We need a little more time to prepare. So we're
You
going
need
to
a
do it
little
on
more time
Tuesday.
off.
Yeah,
So
we need a little
yeah,
time.
take a weekend
So
off.
we've got some check buttons for you that are going to be perfect for the wraps. So that's going to come on Tuesday. We're going to drop a live sale for you Tuesday at 10:30. I'm going to put the live sale link up on the website so you can give yourself a reminder. Drea will put it in the newsletter. So because our live sales, you can sign up for a text reminder. And then what we're also doing with the live sales, we've decided one of the pieces of feedback. I don't know if feedbacks is plural, but anyway, one of the pieces of, I don't think that's right, that we got from you was that you really wanted to know what time everything would go live for the live sale. So I think what we're going to do is I'll start the live sale at 10:30 and then we'll turn everything on like a half hour after the live sale starts. So the live sale, if it starts at 10:30, everything will go live at 11. Even if I'm still talking and chatting about things, it'll go
It'll show up.
on. It'll show up. So,
We're
so
gonna
that's
try it. We'll see
really
how
great.
that works.
Yeah, we'll see how it works. I've got some more live sale things coming up. I've got some check glass coming. But the check buttons, I think you folks are really going to love them.
They're really fun.
They're really fun. I've got a limited supply. I think you're going to like them. That's going to be on Tuesday. Then end of the week, we've got some new
compassion suede.
Wait, yeah, that you're going to love.
We haven't had it for a while, and so we have cleared out what we already had, and now we're going to sell it by the yard, just like we do with the other leathers. So it'll be really easy to shop for and buy. If you need continuous yards, just
you're
up to 2, up to 3, up to 4.
Janice sourced
Gorgeous
it.
colors.
She picked some really great colors. She sent it to me. I got the box and I'm like, holy crap, what's that? It was gorgeous. So I'm super excited. I'm going to share that with you on Friday. So it'll launch and we'll check it out there. But great job, JP, on that compassion suede. It looks gorgeous. Even better than what we had.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's super nice. So that's what's coming up next week. That's it for March. So, or at least the first week. There's a lot more coming.
It's not it for all of March.
Yeah.
we have a lot more coming up.
Got a lot coming. All right. So me and these great hoop earrings are going to go finish those buttons. We look great with our earrings and our green sweater.
I didn't put mine back in.
So amazing. All right. And the monthly mix, get ready, folks.
It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Thanks for waiting. Thanks for your patience.
And all the individual beads are going live at that time too.
And brand new ones for that. So thanks. Today was kind of a wacky, loose show, but it's Friday.
The whole week has been wacky and loose, and I don't know which way is up. So
but we did it. We survived it.
Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for dealing with me. I cannot wait to just take a nap.
Yeah, this weekend. Everybody get some rest. Be creative. Make some cool stuff. And I'll see you next week, everybody. Thanks all.
Bye, everybody.
See you on Tuesday.